Hey folks, it's Brad LaDrew at Western GM in Drumheller, Alberta, Canada, and today we got our very first 2021 vehicle, and it happens to be a Chevrolet Tahoe Z71. If you're not familiar with the Tahoe, it is available in 6 trims: your LS, your LT, your LTZ or Z, also known as a Premier, the RST, the Z71 like this one in front of us, and finally the top dog, the High Country. Obviously, this is a full redesign from the ground up. It's one of GM's best-selling vehicles, the Suburban Tahoe platform, and in GMC land, the Yukon Denali is a very, very hot seller. First off, actually, why don't we pop the hood? Why don't we talk about the engine choices? Let's do that first. Pretty straightforward. You have 3 engine choices available. Let's put our hand right here. Here's the engine compartment. So you have 3 engine choices available. You have a 5.3 liter V8, 355 horse, 383 foot-pounds of torque, a massive, awesome 6.2 liter, 420 horse, 460 foot-pounds of torque, and finally, the baby Duramax, the 3-liter Duramax, that's 277 horsepower and 460 foot-pounds of torque, like the 6.2 liter. Now, there's so many things to talk about, but I want to look at the front of this vehicle. All the trims, except for the RST and the Z71, in Canada is the Z71, they all have the same front end look, except for like this Z71 and the RST. So first off, if you notice, the Z71 is purpose built. It's got a little bit of a lift. You've got the skid plates and under. This is purpose built for your off-road capabilities, okay? Gorgeous looking vehicle. You can see the daytime running lights here. We've got everything is LED. You've got the beautiful marker lights here. You can take a look at these really nice 20-inch wheels. You've got the Goodyear Wranglers all-terrain tire, which is great. The black Tahoe logo here. This is the boards that comes with the Z71. Great looking vehicle. I mean, even looking inside, notice there's not an ounce of rust on anything back here. You've got Duralife rotors on this as well. So your Duralife rotors, you take your regular rotors, they're baked in a hot oven. GM adds nitrogen to that oven when it's baking these rotors to make them strong and tough. And that added nitrogen seeps into this metal so that they don't corrode, or it's a lot harder for them to corrode. And in fact, if you're buying rotors from our parts department, we have the best warranty on a rotor of any of the regular OEM manufacturers of vehicles because of this new Duralife rotor. So that's something kind of cool to talk about. I really like the back end of this thing. Looks super sharp. And yes, that is one of my favorite sayings. I noticed the cowling down here. I've said this in a previous video, but I kind of really wish that when you have an off-road purpose-built vehicle like the C71, they didn't have this plastic cowling, and you just had the trailer wiring and harness visible, and the hitch visible in the back here. But I mean, you know, that's you can just pop that cover off and see it yourself. You can see here we've got the sonar proximity sensors here. We've got the modern key system with the push button to start. But if you take a look, camera doesn't want to focus because of the sunlight, so we can double tap here and we can open the hatch. Okay, let's close this up again. And just like in the previous generation, your glass is optional as well, so you can just double tap that. So very quickly, if you wanted to get in, grab a bag or something like that, throw your gym bag in very, very quickly. You also can just kick to open as well, so hands-free. So the Tahoe is available in 6, 7, 8, or 9 passenger capability. And this Z71 is what we're going to focus in on today because of that's what we have here. But first off, you can see your car seat anchors. If this was a Burb, if this was a Suburban, obviously your vehicle would be about 18 inches longer back here, and that would just give you that much more huge amount of cargo room. Right now, this Tahoe Let's just fold down the seats here. I'll show you. So nice flat folding here, and you can see we can double tap this one here. So with these seats folded down, which they do fold down flat, this has got the class leading 123 cubic feet of storage in this vehicle. In fact, if you go to GM's site, you can see that they have a single person kayak in here on this one side, and then a whole bunch of cargo over on this side. So class leading cargo room. Option, obviously when you go to the higher trim levels, you do get the power folding seats, which is a really nice option. And you can see again, flat folding for better capabilities. You can see you've got all your different tethers here. So you got 3 car seat anchors back here, 2 more in the front. So you can have 5 car seats in this vehicle. See back here, there's a decent amount of room in the center to walk up and down, and also leg room back here. I'm going to climb in and show you guys, and just open up this little bit of storage in here, some of your tools and whatnot. Pretty straightforward. Want to close her up, push the button, easy. Going over to the side. If this was the baby Duramax, the 3-liter Duramax diesel, you would have a DEF tank filler here. You can see the capless fuel door as well. Getting right inside here. Actually, before we get inside, check this out. So we've got some new things that they've done with the seats. So just pull on this handle and it'll slide forwards and backwards. If we pull on this handle, just watch how it articulates downwards and folds up beautifully. Again, one hand. And if you were in the back seat, there's a little tether right here that you can pull on, and it does all of that, and the seat flips upwards. So again, I'm doing this real time with you guys. The camera doesn't want to focus, I apologize. But that's as simple as it is. Push down, and then we're back in business. So I'll show you one more time. Just pull on this number 2 handle. You can see it articulates down super easy. And again, pull on this. And now we're in. Let's do this. Now we're in the back seat, and check it out. 40% more leg room than in the previous generation. Now I'm 6 foot 260. Check this out. I'm super comfortable here. My shoulder is nowhere near, look at this, the body here. We got fast USB charging ports back here in the 3rd row. We got a little button here. Check this out. We can also just flip and fold that seat down with the push of a button. And again, all you're gonna do is pull up on that handle right here, and you're back in business. Now, something else that's pretty cool is, again, you can have, depending on your configuration, this could be a bench seat here for more capabilities, more people. You could have this 3rd row that I'm sitting in folded flat, that sort of thing. So here you go. Again, easy to get in and out because of this easy to use button right here. And again, you still have this tether you can pull on as well. Now I'm just going to pop out. Really wide opening. There you go, technical difficulties. Just pulled my earpiece out of my phone. Here we go. And the other thing here is there's a plethora of legroom in the 2nd row as well. So again, take a look. Put your feet right in under the driver's seat, no problem at all. And again, if I want to give a little more room to my friend in the back, I can just scooch this ahead a little bit. You can still see piles of leg and knee room, and this is with the seat almost all the way forward. You can see we've got some nice comfortable armrest here. We've got the heated 2nd row seats, you can see. We've got USB fast charging as well, a power outlet down low, and your automatic climate control back here. You can see quick overview inside. Now let's move to the front. So checking out the driver's side door here, we got some beautiful faux wood here with this nice chrome accenting. This is all soft touch. I'm not sure if you can see this. Oh, camera doesn't want to focus. This is all nice soft touch materials. Not sure if you can see this squishing. This is quite a bit more plush here down here where your elbow would be resting, and even all the way along here is very, very plush. You can see we've got the power memory seats here in this LTZ. Okay, power door locks, mirrors, all that sort of jazz. Lots of storage in the door as well. And of course, you've got a Bose premium audio system that just pounds. You've got the 10-way power driver memory seat in the passenger side, on the driver's side, sorry, and you've got a power passenger seat on the passenger side. Okay. You can see here we've got all the different controls for your lane keep assist, where it'll steer. The steering wheel will steer you back in your lane. We've got traction control, hill descent control, those park assist sensors, enable or disable the auto start feature, enable the power plug-in in the back, okay? And then you can see we've got our auto track 4-wheel drive. And again, this is a fantastic option. We tell our customers, if you're driving around on plain asphalt on the highway, being too high, get the best possible fuel economy. If you're driving in snow, a little bit of gravel, a light snow, I should say, gravel, rain, be an auto 4x4. That way it's transferring power to the rear wheels as needed. And you got 4 high and 4 low as well. Automatic headlights, and you can see our trailer brake controllers over here as well. Now, what's new is this jog dial, excuse me, pop right in and you'll see up here on the DIC, the Driver Information Center, is when I turn this jog dial, I can go into tow haul mode, normal, sport, or off-road mode. So what's amazing, a lot of people love the sport mode. Even in the 5.3 liter, this gives you a very different feel in the truck. It dampens your steering, so you get more road feel. It changes the throttle response of your accelerator pedal here. So again, it's more snappy, quicker shift points in the transmission as well. It's very performance oriented. And it does exactly the opposite when you're in the off-road mode, because you don't want your tires spinning, right? And you want some assist with the steering. So it changes all that depending on how you tune this. And if you've watched one of our previous videos, when GM came up with the 2019 pickup trucks, they spent 2 million miles of testing doing this. 2 million miles to make sure that that this little jog dial changes a lot of different things and gives you a very unique feel and better handling and control when you use this jog dial. Even as far as your tow haul mode, even when you disconnect your trailer, or sorry, when you have your trailer connected and you say you turn off your vehicle, the vehicle will remember your trailer brake gain settings. It'll remember that you have a trailer connected even though you turned off your vehicle for up to 3 hours, which is another neat thing that this truck does as well. Now, we're in Canada, so we have some nice things here like your heated steering wheel. You've got your forward collision alert and auto braking. We've got a best-in-class 10.2-inch heads-up display here, or a touch screen, I should say. And this is your infotainment system. And again, I've used this in the past. You can see how quick, how responsive, how easy this is to use. Camera, surround vision, all high definition. Okay, forwards, backwards, right down to your hitch view. Again, if that the plastic cowling was off, you'd see your hitch there, no problem. Now we can just, you notice down here we've got a home button. So again, if you're in that camera screen, you can hit the home button down low and come right back to here. Now we've got new Amazon Alexa, and also we've had in the past the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So this big screen will become your Android phone, your Apple phone when it's plugged in, and which is obviously going to give you that familiarity that you have with your own device. And your audiobooks, your Waze maps, your Google Waypoints will all be here as well. If you notice, we've got the electronic precision shifter. So again, foot on brake, now you're in drive. Let's say you drive ahead like I am right now, and you get out of your vehicle and you just push the push button to turn it off. It'll automatically go right into park. You don't have to worry about it. I know some people, when they look at jog dials or push button dials like this, or push buttons like this, when it comes to transmissions, they get concerned. But again, it's nothing you have to worry about. It's really straightforward stuff. Even us going in reverse here, if I open up my door to get out, right, the vehicle shifts into park and puts on the emergency brake because it thinks the vehicle is rolling backwards by accident. So again, you can override that by having your driver's door open and then going into reverse. And you can see, now it can go in reverse. But again, it's got some nice little safety features built in, and it frees up a whole lot of space so you can have this massive console here as well. Now, Again, you have the 6 different trims I mentioned before. When you get into the higher trims, obviously you're going to have heated and cooled seats instead of just heated like these ones are. And it's 3 levels of heat, back and bum, or just your back. You can see we've got our automatic climate control. We can control the rear up in front as well. You've got fast charging USB-C, regular USB, and an old style auxiliary. You've got a very large, thank you GM, charging mat. So now this can even fit all the newest modern phones that are the oversized phones. In the past, we used to have them right here, and you can just see with my iPhone that I'm using, the newest, smallest iPhone XR, this just basically fits my phone. So again, if you have one of the bigger phones, it ain't gonna work. So nice that this is so much larger. You can see a deep center console storage, and again, you've got a tray here. You've got another USB-C, USB, and an SD card for navigation and or other things like music and whatnot. Okay, you've got some storage in the sides down low here. We've got a new huge panoramic sunroof in the 2021 Tahoes, which is really sweet. And obviously, take a look here. We've got our garage door opener with 3 different settings here. We can even control these power seats, so we can flip and fold these power seats here. So pushing this button now, you look back, and that 3rd row is folded flat. So say you know, your husband or your wife is picking up something, a big box or whatever, you can flip and fold those seats right here. And if I want to fold them back up, you notice the red light turns off when they're all the way up. And if we flip back around, well, the light's pouring in, but you can see they're back up again. Really sweet. And you also have this huge sunshade as well. So just by pushing this button here to go forward, you can see you've got a really nice large sunshade if you don't want that sunroof on a hot day like today. I think is a nice little option there as well. And you can have this go back partial and whatnot as well. Even your liftgate, like in our previous or other trims, you can set the liftgate to open all the way or to 3/4, and you can control this right here. Just push this button and that'll open up your liftgate for you as well. So I'm going to pop back out. And again, you can see that liftgate back here is opened up just 3/4 now. So there you go. This is fast. This is furious. I did very little preparation for this. Just kind of walked outside and started doing a video for you folks. It's another one-take shoot here from Brad at Western GM in Drumheller, Alberta, Canada. And again, real quick, 6 trim levels, 3 engine choices. You can get them in 2-wheel drive. Come on, we're in Alberta, we're in Canada. There's some parts of Canada we got 7 months of winter. Most of them we've got 5 or 6. So people out here buy all-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive models.